What the heck?
I'll give you a hint. Jason!
Oh, you see, you got me all. I think you got me wrong on this one. I didn't play with toys.
Blue.
Oh God!
Boy. Oh my God, I'm scared for you.
You'll know this one.
Terrible. What's up, guys, and welcome to an all-new episode of Unwrapped. My name is Daria.
My name is Toni, and today we are bringing it back a little bit to our childhood.
Yes, if you were born in the 90s or even the 80s or even the early 2000s, you know this gentleman. We had an incredible conversation with our guest today. I think some of you may know him from Boy Meets World.
Mrs. Doubtfire, maybe?
We talked about reptiles. We talked about him going through the jungles of Africa, testing fecal matter. We talked about bearded dragons, and we talked about being a child star. Yep.
Please help us in welcoming our guest on the podcast today,
Matt Lawrence. Shh, we're filming.
You liked watching me eat blue balls.
I loved blue balls in your mouth. This has got wild and inappropriate, and it was not supposed to be.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Oh,
Thank you
so
for
much
coming. I have to say, I cannot sit here and play dumb. I grew up watching Mrs. Doubtfire on repeat.
Yeah.
And Boy Meets World was practically my childhood. So,
okay.
You know, we're fans.
Cool.
Did you watch Boy Meets World too?
Of course.
Yeah, obsessed.
It was more my generation than it was yours.
We're off by 3 years, so it's like it's the same generation.
Close, yeah.
But you were the cutie.
Aw.
And it was like, you know, I can say that because I'm gay, and you.
Yeah.
You have,
she like makes it weird. Like,
doesn't matter.
Well, you have a girlfriend, right? So
Yes,
I
I
want to
have a
be
girlfriend.
very
Yes, yeah,
respectful.
Thank you. I appreciate
But you know,
it, yeah.
I can say that. But
Yeah.
you were so cute. You were one of the biggest child actors of the 90s, of the early 2000s. My first question I want to ask you is, what's the fascination with reptiles?
Oh my goodness.
You didn't know I was going there.
she's like, actually, I want to talk about this.
You know, I get this question now more and more, and the real answer is I don't know. It's in my genetic makeup. I think I was born with some kind of just the love of reptiles. I don't know how to explain it other than that. From the earliest memories I have.
Like, how did it start? Like,
Yeah, earliest memories I have back as to 3 and 4 years old. I would get the same feeling when I would see a lizard run on the ground or on a tree as you would get with like a little kitten or a puppy. I get that really like butterfly, soothing, happy feeling. In fact, I was at my dad's house yesterday, and he was like, "Do you remember?" We were reminiscing about family vacations. He was like, "Do you remember that first time we all took a family vacation? You were like 5 years old, and we went to Kauai, and everybody was freaking out because there were these little geckos in the room,
Right.
And it put you to sleep." And that's just, they soothe me. I don't know how to explain
That
it.
little noise that they make, the little...
Yeah.
Stop.
It's very soothing. I love it when they're like around me. I dream of building a home where every window you look out of is some different type of environment with some different reptile or amphibian, you know.
you have like a sort of green room space, right? I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah, lots of enclosures now,
And like, who lives in there?
So the greenhouse would be the tropical and the Caribbean species of iguanas. So the Saba Island iguana is a melanistic iguana that's highly endangered. And I don't do it just, you know, I don't believe in putting animals in cages. I had this conversation with my brother the other day. It's like zoos, you know. Well, here's the problem is that I used to be the same way. Like I used to go, why can't we just give them big open spaces and protect the natural wildlife so that we protect them? The problem is that regardless of what we do as humans, the planet goes through cycles and it goes through changes. And there's a food chain. And we are on that food chain, and these are called like canary in the coal mine species, which means when you start to lose your reptiles and amphibians, you know the food chain's breaking down. The problem with that when it comes to a apex species like humans is that food chain breaks down. We are going to break down with it. We can't survive if the food chain isn't intact. That means our food, our water, we can't provide for any of the people on this planet. The whole thing crumbles. So I just try to bring awareness. I love them regardless, but I try to bring awareness to these species because they literally are the canary in the coal mine. If they start to go, and we're starting to see it, that means the environment's changing. That means we got to get ready and we got to prepare because if we don't protect the food chain, yeah, we're in trouble.
They're like the catalyst. So if you see them going, it's like the domino effect.
The domino effect.
Why do you think they're going?
Well, there's many different reasons. You know, the climate is changing, and it's like I said, it's regardless of what we do when it comes to the climate goes through these cycles, and And we've been very lucky. We've been in what's called the Holocene era, which is where the planet doesn't fluctuate more than 0.5% Celsius in either direction. And that's where humans rose to, dominate the planet. We've exited that about 5 or 6 years ago, and now the fluctuation is wobbling, and the planet's on a wobble, and it's just going to keep wobbling more and more out of control. And so I don't like that the climate mission was kind of hijacked. In my view, we shouldn't be worried about, because. Again, you can measure carbon in the atmosphere, and you can go, okay, well, actually, the carbon in the atmosphere is actually lower now than it even was 1,000 years ago. They show you these charts, like everything's warming, and they show you what we've been recording, which is 150 years. That is a blip in the actual overall scheme. I wish they would broaden it out and say, look, it doesn't, regardless of what we do, the planet's going to change. What can we do to try to keep us in this Holocene era that we're now exiting? Because if we exit that, the species is going to be in real trouble, us as well as everything else. So we need to be the shepherds of these species all across the planet, because literally our survival depends on it.
Okay.
That's why Elon's trying to go to Mars. I mean, that's really his whole mission is he understands that if we are not capable of a species to kind of rally around the planet, and there's no hope. And a lot of the guys at the top too, even like the Bill Gates, they don't even care about saving wildlife. It's really sad. Like you hear them talk about trees and how trees aren't the answer. Well, man, trees are the answer. I get so upset when I hear people say that, because you're looking at it all wrong. Trees don't just convert carbon dioxide into oxygen, which is a huge factor. What people don't realize is that when you actually photograph a tree with an infrared camera, you notice that each leaf has the amazing ability, and we don't know how it does this, but it has this amazing ability to refract light and still stay cool. So normally when you're refracting light off of something, that's why when you go to where's a cool spot in a forest or a jungle, it's under a tree.
Right.
And that's not just because they're creating shade. It's actually because the leaves themselves have this amazing ability to not only absorb a lot of the energy from the sun, but refract a lot of it while staying cool. So there's this incredible balance that a leaf creates. So trees not just take carbon out of the atmosphere. They also drastically cool the climate on the planet better than any human technology that we have. So actually we need to be, I wish these guys would say, no, actually we need to study trees. Maybe it's not the trees in themselves, but the technology that we can derive from this. The planet has had billions of years to perfect these type of things, and we're never going to catch up in time to have it. So why not take the technology that is out there that the planet has for us? I mean, it's literally been created for us. And
to study and use as a roadmap.
And that's what we need to do. And we can really do spectacular things. Like you see there's a couple that took a part of I forget the actual location. I want to say it's Saudi Arabia, but it might be another part where they took this desert. And 20 years ago, they started reforesting it. And they realized that, again, the trees here's the other thing I forgot, the trees not only do, they also create their own weather. So when you have enough trees, they actually breathe out mist that they've collected from way down in the earth and create rain too. So they were actually able to literally terraform a part of the desert back into a forest, and they proved that it's possible. We can actually do these things. They're doing it in Africa.
That's crazy.
All along sub-Sahara, all the tribes they're planting trees to try to create a barrier between the desert, because the desert just keeps spreading and encroaching.
Right.
And they've been successfully now creating this barrier where the trees are now stopping the desert from encroaching onto the land. So all these type of things, if we could just start to focus on that versus like what, look, we need to be sustainable. We got to stop, using so many chemicals. And every time I say this, every time you do laundry or you wash your hands, where do you think all those chemicals go?
Right.
They go right into the environment.
Yeah, 100%.
So you gotta keep that in mind. We can do our little everyday part, but really the focus they've really hijacked it. It's always, the root is always, it goes back to money, right? How can we make money out of this? And so, but really, if you look at the way the planet has given all these incredible technologies, I mean, even like, I love this one, talking about reptiles. So they have these little transistor cards that produce anything from technology and intel and power, and they use a lot of water to cool these things. Like when we're talking about ChatGPT, every time you do a search, it's like 40 gallons of fresh water to keep the computers cool, right?
That's
There's a lot of water
insane.
that we're using. So they've been looking at reptile skin, because a lot of desert reptiles, they have this amazing ability to capture dew and funnel it down into their bodies and into their mouth and into their skin where they can absorb it. And when they look on it at a microscopic level, they actually realized that if they were designing their chips this way, they could save about 50% of the water usage. So that's just one small example. I mean,
So
it goes
I have-
on and on and on.
I have to ask you. You have like an immense knowledge of this stuff.
Yeah.
It would lead me to believe you studied it in college, but like, where
No.
did you learn all of this knowledge?
Self-taught. It's a passion. It's a love. So I think when I did study biology, and I noticed that like in high school, I wasn't all that great at the maths. I think because I wasn't very interested in it. So when I got to physics and all these type of things, they wouldn't let me take it because they were like, you're not at the level in the math that you're supposed to. And I was like,
Got
just
it.
give me a try,
Right.
And I didn't have to study for the sciences. I didn't have to. I just. That's the way my brain works and the way it functions. So it's just self-taught. I'm passionate about it. I'm a crazy research nerd. So if I find something that interests me, I'll deep dive for weeks until I feel like I've uncovered every little possible stone that can be
Right.
overturned about it. So it's just
I
a
feel like
real passion for it.
That skill too can translate into being an actor, right? Because
Yeah.
like how much time do you put
Absolutely.
into one script, one scene?
It's the same thing. Yeah,
right?
It's
It's
just
like
absolutely.
it's like an obsession, and you have to like really dive into it.
100%. Again, I love animal behavioral as well as, and humans we are animals, so that does directly tie into
Right.
acting. It's understanding behavior and how people react to things is a big part of being an
Right.
actor. So yeah.
So okay. We do a little game. It's called Unwrapped
Okay.
FourPlay. It's a
Oh.
Mount Rushmore. No, don't be scared.
Here we go.
It's your Mount Rushmore of
Okay.
something. For you, we want to do your Mount Rushmore of reptiles.
Okay, great.
Can
Love
you
it.
pick favorites? Is this messed up for
Yeah,
you?
no, I could pick some favorites.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
sure. It'd be
Top four.
top 4 would be chameleons, iguanas, tortoises, and frogs.
Oh, okay. Classics.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good tortoise.
Tortoises are amazing.
Like a good tortoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think of that scene, turtle.
Oh yeah, turtle.
Yeah.
turtle.
He
Yeah,
would
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah.
Let's zoom
Yeah,
in
and do we
and
know the
replay
difference
that.
between a turtle and a tortoise?
No.
Okay.
One has a tail.
Well, no, they all have tails. One is aquatic and one is terrestrial. So one is in the water and one would die.
Did
if
you
they
know
go in the
that?
water.
No.
No.
it's
What's
a
a,
turtle.
snapper turtle? It's a turtle.
Turtle, water.
Water.
Tortoise, land. That's why they call them sea turtles, even though they're kind of closer to tortoises, but
Right.
they get the turtle name because they're in
Interesting.
water.
Interesting.
I have recently gotten really, I'm not going to say really, I wanted to say really into studying frogs, but
Okay, there you go.
talking to you,
she didn't
I have
scratch the
not-
surface.
no, yeah, but I've gotten more into like the secretion that they take off them for the
Oh
combo.
yeah. Frogs have.
Have you ever done
amazing-
that?
No, I've never done it. No,
you heard of it, though?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm actually speaking of Costa Rica, I'm going to Costa Rica in December
You are?
For
to
what?
study frogs. Yeah, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
I'm so curious. Like, what does your day to day look like right now?
Yeah.
You've been acting your entire life. You're still present in projects. You
Yeah.
just launched your comic book series.
Yes, yeah. The comic book, which is really exciting.
You have
we've
your
been-
podcast.
The podcast, and then I've been moving a lot into conservation recently.
Right.
I've got this trip to Madagascar, which is a whole thing. We can go into that. Costa Rica. Beginning of next 2026 will be Fiji and the Galapagos, and
So
all these type
cool.
of things. Where again, I'm just trying to. Now that I have a platform, because I was really not into socials and having that kind of voice out there until COVID. That's when it was like, well, we got to do something.
Right. What do
Yeah.
So I literally was against it. I was one of those, I can't stand social media. It's bad for our brains, all that.
Right.
And then COVID hit, and I was in production with a bunch of stuff, my brothers, and that all went away. And so we were like, okay, what are we going to do? So that's when we kind of started the podcast, started working on socials. And now I think I think it's a dual-edged sword. I still think there are some issues with it, but there are also some really beautiful things that I've uncovered about social media, and that's how it connects us all.
Yeah.
And how it really, again, it spreads information. It can spread bad information, misinformation, but it can also spread good information. And it really
100%.
connects us all very, very closely. And
I like it as like, especially during the COVID era, it was like a form of self-expression. It really one of the only ones.
Absolutely.
Like there wasn't a lot of production running. Everything
No.
was kind of shut down,
Yeah.
and so it was like, I was doing like. This is when the TikToks, the dumb like TikTok
Yeah, yeah,
dances
yeah.
were coming
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But like it was like a form of self-expression, and I
For
felt
sure.
like that's one of the beautiful. Because I'm with you. Like too much of anything I don't like,
Yeah.
and we have 2 kids, and like
Yeah,
with
I
the
can't
social
imagine.
media, it's you see the addiction through their lens
Oh my
because
gosh.
you watch them like fiend for it.
Yeah.
And that's what really makes me hate it, because we're like, we put an hour screen time right on each of their iPads right now, a phone and iPad.
Wow.
And like, we won't let them have more than an hour. And you see them like, they're like fiending for it.
Yeah.
Long car rides or whatever, and it's like,
I get it.
That alone, turned me off to it.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Well, congrats to you guys for trying to do your best there.
Listen, it's work in progress. We're trying.
Yeah.
And we
Always
cave
a work
and
in
she'll text
progress.
us and be like,
Yeah,
can I
for
have more
sure.
screen time? And you're like, yeah, sure.
I kind of want to hear
you're
more
far from
about when you
perfect.
go on these trips and you're going to study different things. One, is there an opportunity for like this to become a new show? It almost is making me think of the show that other actor, I can't remember his name, he's like funny, Down to Earth, I think it's called, his show, and every episode is about
yeah.
It's almost making me like feel like that, but I can see this becoming something of like an adventure with
Yeah.
episodes being all these different places that you're going, and what is the
Right.
work that you're doing there, and like knowledge you learn, what are you going to do with it?
Oh yeah, lots of different stuff. I mean, here's the thing. It's weird how it's kind of flipped. It's really odd. The television show aspect is now, it used to be like the primary goal, and now it's kind of the, oh, well, if it happens, okay, but I'm not going to let it detract from what I actually can get more exposure. Because to be honest, utilizing YouTube and the streamings and the even like the Twitch platform, all these different platforms, I mean, we're demolishing what a TV ratings would get in just
I believe
a few,
that.
like 30 seconds.
Amazing.
Wait,
Just
what are you doing on
demolishing.
YouTube right now with?
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's not out yet, but that's
Oh.
we're gearing all this stuff for that. It's going to be more YouTube, more of the short form, because honestly, like I did this one post from a clip from our podcast. I didn't think anything of it, but I put it out there about how, speaking of frogs and some interesting ways they've been used. So not only do they have secretions that are used for all sorts of things, but they have this incredible antibacterial property because their skin is so porous. So if a bacteria gets in, they're done, right?
Okay.
So they used to use frogs in milk. They'd put a live frog in milk because it would make the milk last a lot longer because it would keep it
So you
from.
buy a jug of milk with a frog in it?
Well, no,
Before
well,
stores?
this is a long time ago.
Okay, got
but
it,
this was
got it.
like probably turn of the century. But they would actually put a frog in the milk after they would get it delivered in the glass bottles because it would extend the shelf life of it.
Interesting.
Crazy.
So then why
the thing.
does the frog, when you like hold it, they tell you like go wash your hands, you're gonna get warts on your body?
That's
or,
a
like,
complete myth. You don't get warts
Really?
from frogs. And that comes from toads. And because toads have kind of a bumpy skin, they would say, it's a complete myth. That's not real at all. The reason why they say sometimes with certain frogs is because certain frogs have excretions that are toxic. There's the poison arrow dart frogs, which then in the Amazon, the natives use on the tips of spears, could put down large prey, including humans, if you were to get it. And sometimes it can even absorb straight through your skin. It almost has like an LSD type of effect. So just a drop of it on your skin can actually penetrate right through your skin. Anyway, so there's all these incredible things about frogs alone that I really want to go and study. So what I would do out there, and what I'm going to do in Madagascar in particular, is I'm going to be taking all these type of metrics. So barometer, pressure, elevation, humidity, temperature, what type of trees and where they're located. Because what we could do is we can bring all this information back, especially from a place like Madagascar where maybe only 100 people have gone into the parts that I'm going to be able to go into. So there's just no information. And we can bring that back. And like I said, we can then become a shepherd for these species, and we can provide better captive care and hopefully breed them and then be able to bolster the wild populations and kind of bring them back from the brink of extinction.
Now, how are you planning these trips? Like, how do you even
do you
who's
have
Logistics
scientists
are
on
crazy.
board?
Yeah, it's all scientists.
Travel guides?
Okay.
Yes, it's all scientists. I'm going with 10 other biologists, zoologists, and scientists. I'm going to be the herpetologist on the trip, and herpetology is the study of reptiles and amphibians. So although I don't have a degree, in my discussions with a bunch of other very established zoologists and biologists, they've realized that my knowledge of herpetology is great. So they're gonna
give you a
take me
pass.
along with them. This is through a foundation called Seed Madagascar. It's a 3-pronged approach. It's we're going to be working with the local communities as well, because that's another issue, is that in these places a lot of times the government, there's a lot of corruption and they don't take care of their citizens. So you can't go in there and say, hey, we're trying to protect this environment. You can't use it to feed your children, or you can't help the miners who are going to go and detonate it, and they're going to pay you to do that, and because that's their livelihood. So you got to go in there and you got to help the communities. We're going to go in there and there's a school that was a cyclone blew the roof off of. So we're going to be repairing the school, and we're going to be providing a safe place for the women of the village to do all their basket weaving. So it gives them another way to make money. And then we're also going to educate the kids about why the wildlife is important to save, because it is incredibly important there in Madagascar. And then the second prong is the reforestation of places that already have been detonated. So we're going to be out there planting and taking a bunch of seeds and trying to again build the forest back out. And then the third approach is that there's this 16-kilometer gorge that is already scheduled to be detonated for the miners. And we're going to go in there, and there's 4 or 5 different species of lemurs that are only endemic to that one little gorge. So if it's gone, they're gone. There's 20 to 25 different reptiles and frogs and chameleons and all these different types of things, all the way down to the insects that live there that have just never even been really scientifically,
are you going to
studied.
be living like on the land?
Yeah.
Are you tenting? You camping?
Yeah, on the ground in the jungle, a bit of Naked and Afraid. There.
Oh my God, it's Tony's favorite show ever.
I love that show.
Like,
I'm trying to get on that show for
me too. I was like, when are they going to do like a celebrity version? I've been trying to convince them, but I don't know.
I'm surprised you can't get on. I'm nobody, so I can't.
No, that's true.
They don't do a celebrity version. It's kind of weird.
They should.
I know
Matt
they
Lawrence
really should. They really
That's
should.
so weird.
They should.
Actually,
Well, they did
they
actually on the fan challenge. They had a girl from Teen Mom.
Oh, there you go.
Somewhat celebrity.
Maybe I have
Not
to
a
do
celebrity,
maybe I have
but
to do a
like-
fan challenge. Maybe I could
She said-
apply
I
for
applied
that.
to fan challenge 3 years in a row. So
Really?
they want me.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, if you make a new version of Naked and Afraid, I will be contestant.
there you go.
She wants to do
There
it
you go.
so
Yeah,
bad.
I
That's
know.
really.
Me
Wait,
too.
where did you grow up?
East Coast, Pennsylvania.
Okay,
By us.
by us. We're in North Jersey.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, in the woods. Like, were you in
Yeah,
the?
well, I
rural?
always escaped to the woods. So we were just on the fringe of Bucks County, and Bucks County back
Yeah.
in the 80s was very rural.
Yes.
And we had a lot of forest. And so I would, that's the thing, even like as a kid, like my mom always tells a story where I just, at 7 years old, I disappeared for 2 days, and I just went and I lived in a, I went in, I lived it, there was this,
Oh my God, so cool.
I guess, I don't know what animal, I still don't know what they had made a Burma in this tree, and it was perfect. And so I was like, and I found it, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. So I just grabbed my stuff and went in there, and when I got back, the street was lined with fire trucks.
Yeah, I was gonna
in
say, how could
such
you
deep
disappear?
trouble.
Oh my God, you didn't tell them you were going. You
just kind of left. And,
ghosted?
Yeah. My favorite, I used to collect. I didn't really watch. I was a weird kid, right? I didn't really watch TV or anything like that, but I would collect all the Nat Geo magazines and the like all the PBS. And then when I did start to watch TV, it was the Wild America with the Stouffer brothers, and it was anything I could find about the planet, and it was really nothing else. It was all that I really focused on.
Okay, so you're a kid, you're living in rural Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
you're obsessed with animals,
Animals.
nature, wildlife.
Yeah.
How the heck did acting come into any of this? Was it your parents?
No, it was my older brother. We were in a mall with my mom, Willow Grove Mall, and some photographer ran out and grabbed my older brother and said, "Oh my gosh, please let me take a picture. We're doing this contest where we enter these pictures into a raffle, and the winner gets an agent in New York City for commercials."
Okay.
And my mom was like, and my older brother, complete opposite of me. This
Okay.
guy, I could never get outdoors. All he loved was like movies and pop stars, and it was cool because I got a lot of info from him on that stuff, but
Right.
that was his thing. I mean,
That
that's
was
all
his
he
jam.
wanted to do. I remember as a kid, all he would do, he'd point to the TV like, I want to be in the TV. I want to be in the TV. So he was as crazy about that as I was about nature.
I was going to say, did he have the same passion as you?
Yeah,
but
he's
about
crazy,
film and
but about
television?
film and television.
Okay.
So of course he's like, "Mom, please." And she's like, "I don't know if this is a good idea." Mom, please. She's like, "Okay, well, just let him take the picture."
Sure.
Later. So he took the picture. He won, got an
course.
agent, and booked like 15 national commercials.
Oh, it was legitimate. It wasn't
Went
one of those
right on
scams.
Johnny Carson. Went from Johnny Carson to Give Me a Break to he just never stopped. The guy
Wow.
never stopped.
Wow.
So the way I got into it was I had no desire.
How crazy.
But I was on a set, and they were looking for the Joe was filming a commercial, and they'd come down to the commercial to see if he would want to be part of the Oscar Mayer Wiener campaign when they used to choose kids. And
Yeah.
he just aged out. He was too old. And they saw me, and they were like, you're the kid.
That one, yeah.
And I remember my mom, still to this day, she's like, the story is you're 2 years old and you're sitting on the ground and you're like, the executive producer leaned down, she's like, do you want to be in a commercial? And I stuck my tongue out and did a raspberry at her. I was like, no.
How old were you?
2. I was like, no, I don't want to be
you're
I
a
don't want to
baby,
do that
baby.
stuff.
Yeah.
However, at 3 years old, again, I was on a back lot and the Dynasty, Heather Locklear came up and was like, we're looking for a baby. I really want, and my mom was like, would you want to do it? And Heather Locklear picked me up and she convinced me to be her baby.
Shut up.
Yeah. So that's where it started. And then, I did some commercials as well. And then it kind of didn't stop for me either. And that's kind of how it kind of went off from there. But I always felt like an outsider in the entertainment industry. I never really got the business and the people in the business very much.
Well,
I
you're
don't think
so
they got
down
me.
to earth, and
Yeah, it's so weird too. I always got this thing like nowadays I'll have people, I won't name, but like big celebrities come to me like, I always thought you were so, what is the term they use? They were like, kind of like, I thought you weren't very nice. Let's just be
Really?
that way. And I was like, oh, yeah, I get that. And it was not that I was not very nice. It's just that I was really introvert. I did not.
Right.
I would do my job and I would leave and I didn't mingle. I would eat my food in my trailer and that got taken as like, oh, this guy's too good for us. But that was not it at all. It's just I was not a people person. I was an animal guy and a nature guy. I spent most of my time being very quiet and observing.
Right.
So acting was great because there was an outlet for that. Like I didn't communicate a lot. I didn't get along with kids in school very well. There was that connection there. It really didn't happen.
Was there like a moment in time where you fell in love with it? Like, is there a love for the acting and that became your everything?
More for storytelling.
Okay.
See, again, I'm a little bit more of a bigger picture guy.
Yeah.
I like now the fact that I do a lot of editing. I feel like there's a lot more leeway to tell a story because as an actor, unless you follow it through, which is very rare for an actor to be a part of the writing, be a part of the production, be a part of the editing. That is very rare as an actor. Only really when you create your own stuff do you get to really do that or reach a certain level where they want to include you in that. Either way, it's rare. So as an actor, you go out there and you have all these ideas of what you want to do. And I could count, you name some stuff that were the successes, and those are beautiful things, that I have in my career, like a Boy Meets World or a Mrs. Doubtfire. But there's 90% of the other stuff where I literally can't stand to watch it because I had no say at all in what the product was, and even my own delivery. I would go there and want to deliver certain things, and then you realize really quickly, great, you did your take, now do mine. Oh, this is the one that's going to be in the thing. I got to do it. I got to give the director what he wants, and then of course you'd watch him like, yeah, that's what the director wanted, and I just totally disagree to this day on that. So as an actor, you're very, very limited.
Yeah.
And so that's the part about acting that I don't like. I much prefer editing and the writing process. I think you get much more of the ability to tell the story that way.
What kind of editing are you doing? You're making your own projects?
Yeah, absolutely. I edit a lot for when the brothers do work right now. All the way from socials to movies and things that we do. I love the editing. That's my favorite.
That's
thing
so
that.
cool.
Yeah.
I feel like editing is such a fine art skill. It's like a creative skill, and like it's so tedious, and you have to have so much patience.
It is.
And due to your self-research and the reptilians, like I feel like it all tracks.
Yeah.
Like trying to figure out how you're wired and like what makes you tick. It's like diving deep into these intricacies of these worlds and just understanding it, which I admire so much because I'm the exact opposite.
Got it.
I'm like, I can only be bird's eye view and like,
hey, we each have a skill.
I can't be in the weeds.
I get it, but
it's so
it's useful
admirable
as well.
Yes, it is. Okay, I'm gonna blame this all on Brian. We share a friend. He's in the room. We're not gonna show him.
Hey, Brian.
We love Brian. We share a love for Brian, is what I was gonna say.
Yes, we do. We all love Brian.
So he came up with this for you. So
cool.
if you hate it, it's totally all his fault.
Got it. No problem.
But we do have a segment. It's called the Reverse Hotline. And essentially what we do is we make outgoing prank phone calls.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And so these are ones that Brian came up with for you.
Okay.
It's my favorite segment and it gets ridiculous. But he said, call someone and pitch a movie idea.
Oh, they're up there.
And here's the plot. Sandwiches no longer require bread. Instead, they're made with waffles. Tell them it's a metaphor for how society is.
Okay, we could definitely do that. That's hilarious.
Someone you work with, like, creatively.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it has to be.
Let's get a development exec at Disney on the phone.
Oh my God, stop.
All right, here.
You just hear Brett giggling in the background.
When Brett laughs, we know it's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know someone I can call. Yeah. He's one of our production guys. This is gonna be hilarious. I don't know what he's gonna do. This is.
Wait.
I mean, this is gonna be.
Are you going to be able to do it without laughing?
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh,
an
yeah.
actor.
He's an actor. I know.
All right, we're calling.
Now we'll call Andy.
What's up, Matt?
Hey, buddy. Listen, I just gotta tell you, I came up with the most amazing movie idea. All right, here's the plot, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Sandwiches no longer require bread. All right, so instead, they should be made with waffles. It's like a metaphor for how society is today.
Did you mean to call the right person? Or who are you calling, man? This is hilarious. No, keep going, though.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking like how visually stimulating that would be to see these waffle sandwiches and how just that reflects how crazy the world is today.
All right. Yeah. No, we're getting put to the waffle iron, that's for sure. And honestly, it's like a panini.
Exactly, dude. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Paninis are good.
I love paninis.
Oh man, and that extra mayonnaise you get in those little cups there. That's hilarious. And you're gonna make a movie out of this, huh?
Yeah, do you think we could do it, dude?
A full movie of about waffles. I mean, Jerry Seinfeld already tried that with the Pop-Tart movie.
Did he really? You mean I'm behind on this idea?
Jerry Seinfeld made a whole movie about the inception of the Pop-Tart.
Oh.
And I think it was critically panned, but he loved it. I mean, I think he self-funded it, and obviously he's rolling it, so he can do what he ever needs to do. And it was kind of a comedy, but it was based in reality about the invention of the Pop-Tart and Kellogg and some of the political drama.
See? There's the metaphor part.
All right, man.
Jim, I love you, man.
That was an absolute knuckleball that came out of nowhere. It's not working.
It's going to change the world.
All right, buddy.
Okay, guys. Have fun.
Bye.
Later.
Oh, jeez.
I'm fucking crying. I love that it gave you anxiety to do that because every time we have to do one, it gives you like anxiety, right?
Literally, I've sweat through my freaking clothes. Yeah, because I mean, he's like a producer on a bunch of stuff that we do. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So you know him, but like
Yeah.
they gave you anxiety to
And
lie to him.
he really is. I forgot. He really is a private person.
Oh my God, that's really
I don't
funny.
think he even has socials or anything. Like he doesn't do that.
Okay, I don't even think he said his name, did he?
No.
No, okay. He's anonymous.
He's anonymous.
We don't know who he is.
We don't know.
He's the mystery man.
Mystery.
Okay. I designed this next game because you were a staple of the 90s, early 2000s childhood core memories. And so to bring that back, full circle nostalgia, we have got some of the most iconic 90s childhood toys. And you are going to have to be blindfolded.
Oh, geez.
And we're going to hand you the toy, and you have to guess what it is.
Okay.
I mean, these are like classics, so I feel confident about it.
Okay.
Okay, you feel good?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I think we can do it.
Let's blindfold me up here.
Here, do you want to tie that around yourself?
Yeah,
it's
I'll do it right. I won't sneak like a little. thief
Yeah,
anyway.
Tony likes to cheat. It has an animal
didn't
on it. I wish it was a reptile. We should have really planned that better, babe. What is
Wow,
it?
that's quite a look there, though, with the hat
With
and
the
stuff.
glasses?
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cool.
Okay,
Wow.
definitely.
Welcome
Suck
to
this
the
in.
90s, baby. I'm like kind of excited to
Oh,
play
I'm
with some of
excited
this
for this
stuff.
as well.
I know. Okay.
Okay, I can't see.
All
you.
right. I have full confidence in you, and I think you're gonna guess a lot of these right.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna say you're gonna be in like
Oh my God, I'm so
the
excited.
90th percentile. I'm gonna start off a little bit trickier though.
I wish it was a raccoon.
Oh, was that a toy in the 90s?
No, you know raccoons. They actually have similar cells on their hands that they do on their tongue. They can taste with their hands. So
You wish you were a raccoon.
Yeah, because I could just
Got
easily
it.
make a picture of what it was in my mind that I'm touching.
Okay. Well, human Matt Lawrence, I have faith in you.
I don't know. I didn't play with
Put
toys.
your hand out. Maybe your palm up
Oh.
so you can like receive. There you go. Okay. like Holy
Like communion.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever
Does
you
this
need to
open?
do to it. Yep, it does.
Oh, it opens.
Yep.
What the heck is that? What the heck
I'll give
is
you a
that?
hint. Jason!
Oh, you see, you got me all. I think you got me wrong on this one. I didn't play with toys.
Oh, even better.
I was outside.
Okay, I like that.
What the heck is this?
But you know what this is.
It's got little feet.
Uh-huh.
Little feet.
Yep. It's more about what it's inside. Like, what did you just open?
Some kind of bubble.
Yep.
Boy, I haven't.
Ready? Okay, I'll give you another hint. You're gonna know this one. Pikachu!
Oh, yeah. I know, but I don't know.
I wouldn't know what it's called either.
Brian's walking out. He's so
What's the
I
disappointed.
point?
know. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a Pokemon ball.
Pokemon. Yeah,
Oh,
see, I never got into
Pokemon ball.
Hand it
Pokemon.
back over.
I know of it.
Unbelievable.
Pokeball.
Oh, yeah. See, I
Sorry, Brian would know.
never played. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a bad one, guys. I'm gonna be
Okay,
terrible
wait,
at this.
no, you're gonna get this one. Okay, put your hand out. Okay, receive.
Oh, I didn't know these. It's a Chinese finger.
Yes.
Thing,
Yes.
torture
Proceed
thing.
with caution. Do you
Yeah.
know how to get out? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
you're not. A child
I did
anymore.
used to play with that.
Okay, fair. All right, hands out. Ready?
What the heck is that? Is it a whoopee cushion?
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Yay!
Yeah, I used to play practice with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not doing as bad as I guess I thought I would have.
Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to.
You really have to sit on
Oh,
it.
we got
yeah,
it. We
yeah,
got it. Good. Okay. All right. All right. Hands out.
Oh yeah, hacky sack.
Yeah, I knew you
yeah,
were gonna
yeah,
know.
See,
yeah.
you're
We
a
used to do
90s
this.
kid.
Yeah, we used to do this.
Approved 90s
Yeah,
kid.
I know that one. I know
All
that
right.
one.
This should be an easy one. Hand out.
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Oh yeah, a Rubik's cube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you do them?
So no, there's like there's an equation to this. I did learn the equation, but I don't.
He does it blindfolded.
It's like turn. I know. I was like, and it's done.
I would think you would do
couldn't-
that.
I could not. But
Okay.
yeah, that's a good one.
Ready for this one?
Oh yeah, there's more. Okay. What's this? Oh yeah, Slinky.
Yay!
Yeah, I used to do the ones on the steps. That was fun.
Oh my god, Slinky down the stairs was
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
Ooh, my favorite.
This is your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You can press the buttons if you want. Maybe it'll make noise. Come on.
Is this a game?
Brian, do you know what this is or are you too young? Yeah.
Was it like
Brett, do you? Okay.
oh gosh, it's like yeah, I never played with this one. So I don't know the name.
Tamagotchi?
I never played with it.
No?
No, I
Okay.
do know it, but I never played with them.
All right.
I feel like it was more of like a girl thing, right?
You think?
Maybe. Yeah, you take care of a little
Brian's
pet.
saying no. Brian's saying he had Tamagotchis.
Well, like
You
I
just
said, it's
offended
more
him.
of a girl thing.
All right. Good one, babe.
Oh, the little
kidding.
finger skateboard.
Yeah, do you remember what they're called?
No, I don't know the name of them.
Were they called something besides finger skateboard?
Tech decks.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you. Me and Brian know all the toys.
Yeah.
All right, you got it, though. You said finger skateboard. I'll give that one to you.
I used to skateboard. That was the first thing I learned when I came out to LA, actually. 'cause
Really?
Well, yeah, we moved, by chance, we moved into a house. We rented a house in Valley Village right next to the original Val Surf, where kind of skateboarding was kind of invented.
Born and bred,
Yeah.
in the
So we were like really
landscape there.
early on seeing those guys kind of, yeah.
When you talk seriously with this look, it is
Yeah, I know, right?
amazing. All right, wait. This one put out like, okay, make a fist and turn it over. Okay.
Oh yeah, slap bracelet.
Yeah.
I remember these.
Those were good, right?
Yeah, those were fun.
Okay, last one, and this is my favorite. I did save the best for last. Okay, put that trade. Oh, I'll trade.
He's gonna think it's a frog or something.
He's like, oh,
Not a frog.
Oh yeah, no, I used to love these. I don't know what the name of this is,
Neither
but
do
you would
I.
like throw it and stick it on something, pull
Yeah.
it back to you. Yeah.
The little 5-star hand slap
Yeah,
things.
we used to have these in once and we would like slap the pages onto the desk when.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same.
Loved it. Loved
Okay. Iconic. You did,
You did
very
so
good.
good.
I did all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
better than I
True-
thought.
What year were you born? Not to like.
80.
Okay, 80.
Oh, 80.
Yeah, but
Oh, 80. Oh God.
Tony!
Oh no, I know.
No,
believe
like I
me.
thought you were
It
so
surprises me
much.
too.
Like I
That-
thought we were the same age.
That makes
So-
him a real 90s kid because that
Yeah.
means his actual childhood was in the 90s. Whereas, like, we're
Yes.
fake. Like, we only had a.
Exactly.
Well, you're
Exactly.
fake. I'm more real than you are.
You're 90s. You had the whole 90s. Yeah, you were living.
Yeah, that
okay.
yeah, I my 90s, yeah, for sure.
That's
My childhood.
fair.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
did really good.
He did
Thanks.
really good. I'm impressed. You want to put that down, babe?
Yeah.
All right.
Where'd you get all that stuff?
She special ordered it for
I
you.
special ordered it just for you. I did.
Yes.
Thank you.
It was on Amazon. It was called
Really?
a 90s toy box.
Really?
And it's
That's
honestly
hilarious.
pretty freaking cool.
Yes.
That is kind of cool.
My kids saw it as I was leaving, and my 14-year-old was like, "Can I have that when you're done?"
Heck yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, of course."
That's cool.
Yeah,
love
Giovanna
it.
really wanted it. I was like,
course she
"Okay,
does.
you can have it when we're done the episode."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so excited for this?
No, well,
Okay.
yes, I really am. We have a really fun game. We're gonna save it for the end.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it to the both of you, so I'm very
Cool.
excited.
I'm
Love it.
scared.
But I do have a question for you that I was thinking as I was listening to you talk before. I find it just so fascinating, and I want to know, what do you think about the factory farming situation when they're tearing down
Yeah.
forest area? For like, what do you think the
Monoculture's
answer
terrible.
could even be, though?
Yeah. So again, turn to nature. So the problem with it is monoculture. So what you're doing is you're taking down a forest that it has hundreds of different species of different plants,
Right.
all the way down to the insects to keep things balanced. Okay. So that's why in a forest area where, like, you see, for example, on some of the tropical islands, they've done an amazing job with this, where they'll plant the bananas, the mangoes, the all these different types of fruits and vegetables within the jungle, and they're not overrun with insects, and they're not. It's balanced. Okay, the
Right.
nature takes care of itself. When you create a monoculture, you destroy everything. You now have to add pesticides. You then deplete the soil, so now you're adding chemical fertilizers. It destroys the land. Again, turn to nature. It's amazing what you can do when you create a garden that is all these different types of plants. So you do the same thing. You have shade trees, and you have the shade-loving vegetables and fruits that you love underneath that. And then you'd fan out, and you'd have create basically a forest. And that's the best way to do your crops. And the forest takes care of itself. I also love the natural ways. Like, one of my favorite things going to Hawaii as a kid was they call them an invasive species, but the Jackson chameleon, I love the Jackson chameleon. They brought them over there for the coffee plantations because they didn't want to have to use pesticides. And chameleons are amazing at taking care of all the insects around the plants.
Really?
So there's ways to use, again, turn to nature. All of the solutions are there. So yeah, monoculture is terrible. I hate seeing when they plow all the jungles down and have all those palms for the palm seed
palm
oils, which is
oil.
terrible
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us anyway. And it's such a shame. Again, if you turn to the planet, create a really balanced ecosystem. You know, what's also amazing, and that we've discovered recently, and kind of reason why I love James Cameron as a director, is because he kind of bases things off of real natural things that occur. Like when you're talking about Avatar and the way things communicate. Well, they actually, this science has been out there, and that's kind of how he wrote this movie. So in a jungle or in a forest, all the plants communicate through a interweb of root
I know.
systems
Yeah.
underneath the soil, right? And they'll like help the weak ones, they'll ward off the parasitic plants, keeps things balanced. That's the way we need to grow our crops, and
What
we
about
can do it.
meat? That's what I was more like envisioning. Like,
Oh, you mean like with that, like taking it? So I think, you know, there's a big discussion again, trying to get us off of meats and understanding all
meat?
that. I do eat meat. I
do you think
it's
it's just too much?
Yeah, I think, again, what we've done is we've made everything available all the time. That is where we've gone wrong. Okay, there were seasons for things.
Yeah.
Okay, like obviously spring and summer, you're going to get a lot of your vegetables and then your fruits. Then you would stockpile your meats because you can keep them frozen for the winters and for the, you know, those type of things. And the irons and the things in the meat keep you going when the sun is lower in the sky and you don't get as much nutrients out of the environment. If we ate more like that, there wouldn't be an issue.
I've never been pitched or heard that concept of seasonal eating.
Seasonal
do
is
you
big.
do that?
Yes, and
Do
your
you-
body, yes, and your body does incredibly respond to seasonal eating. There are places, I want to say there are some northern places, I want to say maybe in Sweden, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but there are some places that do that just by the sheer fact that getting tropical
get.
fruits up to a northern, it's just impossible in the
Right.
winter anyway. So they're more stockpiling their meats at that time, their meats and their cheeses
Right.
and the things that, you know,
Well, it's
will
like
keep.
when you go to a farm-to-table restaurant. We have this one
Exactly.
we love. It's like a big barn. You go,
There you
like
go.
you're eating whatever they currently have.
Yeah,
Right.
And so
exactly.
naturally, yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is cuisine, like, is that something that you focus a lot on when you're studying and
Yes.
talking about the animals and stuff? Is
Absolutely.
like diet and all that stuff. something
Absolutely, because that's another thing that we're going to
you're
be doing
passionate
out there,
about?
which is a big thing, which is what's called fecal exams, which is you know what they're eating by studying the poop. So that's another thing that we'll be
my
doing
God.
out there is taking a lot of fecal of all these different types of animals to understand, yes, what plants they're eating, when they're eating them, how they're consuming them, and it's incredibly important to the nutrition and the overall balance of a species, a body. It's
Right.
like, you know, so yeah, it's that seasonal eating. It's like that's the way to go.
Are you like a clean guy? Are you like off red dye number 4? Like not?
Oh yeah. I no processed foods.
No processed foods.
I can't. And in fact, I just can't even do them anymore. And the craziest thing, and I know you've heard this now, and it's again social media. It's gotten around, but I just spent a month in Sardinia, which is a blue zone, and what's amazing over there is that I'm in the U.S. I'm gluten intolerant. And that's not that I have a problem with gluten, which is, you know, wheats and everything. That's because the GMO seeds and the amino acids that they're pumping into the breads that they're eating, our bodies can't digest. Think about it. If an insect can't eat it, you're not going to be able to eat it.
Right.
So they've created all these seeds that grow a wheat that an insect just won't touch because they can't digest it. We can't digest it either. But yet you go to Italy, I was eating pasta, breads, all the time.
You hear it
not
all
a problem.
the time,
I was
right.
so healthy. In fact, I felt great. I can't now being back here the past 3 months. I haven't felt as good as when I was there.
Yeah.
Really.
And there's
you hear it all the time.
and there's 3 factors when it comes to blue zone that is key, and this is the only thing that they can derive. In a blue zone, just in case your listeners want to know, it's a place where the average life expectancy is 90 to 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
No
watched
matter if they drink or smoke, that's not even a part of it.
It's
which is
not.
crazy. No, it's
Tell me.
really 3 things. It's the food, it's the relationship, so it's community based,
Yeah.
and it's the fact that they always walk and get exercise before
Organically,
and
just like
after.
it's part of their
and they're
lifestyle.
always spending time outdoors.
Interesting.
Those are the 3 main catalysts to living a long, healthy life. So you can, if you're always physically active during the day, eating seasonally clean, natural, organic foods, and then also have good relationships with your neighbors and community around you, you can smoke and drink, and your body will handle it.
That's insane.
It's only when you smoke and drink, you're eating GMOs, processed foods, you're not friendly with your neighbors, you don't have a good relationship with the earth, well, then your life expectancy is very short.
I'm fascinated by this. We talk about this a lot because having kids and packing lunches and then
I
eating
know
at
it's
school.
tough. Believe me, that's why I said congrats to even trying, because it's tough
No,
in here in the
it's
U.S.
hard.
It's very hard.
When I met Toni, like the kids did not know what soda was. They don't know what like boxed mac and cheeses. Like Toni, you were always very strict
great.
with it, and we still are
I
strict
feel
with
very
it.
strong about it to where it gets me
Yeah.
like angry even speaking
100%.
about it. Yeah.
I'm with
Especially
you on
with the
that.
kids because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
you
of
have
course.
a chance. They're so pure. They haven't had it. Like,
I know,
let's
right?
do it.
I know. Whenever I see these kids eating this stuff, I'm just like,
Doesn't it like make your heart sink?
it does, and you see how unhealthy they are, and you're just like, how, as a parent, do you give that to your kids? I don't
know.
understand.
No,
It
it's
makes
and
me
I get it.
so
Look,
angry.
people are gonna be angry. Well, how do you afford all these good things? Like, it's easy to sit up there and but listen, entertainers don't make all the money they do. We make. Believe me, it's getting a lot harder these days too. But
That's so funny.
there are ways around it. It's just it's just a little more time, a little more energy. But how important is it? I mean,
It
it's
is.
just crucial. You are what you eat.
You are what you eat.
Literally.
Studying the blue zones, I want to know what like food components did you pick up on are the common thread amongst all the blue zones?
Less meat, right?
Well, there's always meat involved, but
Always
but
meat.
there's-
Less, right?
Less, not that. Yeah, it's not a big focus, but there's a lot of fish when it comes
A lot
to
of
meat.
fish.
So fish is a great meat. They still do the red meats, but it's like it's a delicacy.
Right.
To eat it. It's not something they're going to eat
less.
every day. Probably once a week or once a month, they're going to eat some kind
Right.
of red meat. Fish is very grain. So there's a couple different diets. You have Nicoya, Costa Rica is a blue zone. There, it's very like jungle oriented. So you're going to have a lot of the fruits, the vegetables, the things like that. And then you have the Mediterranean, which is a lot of the cucumbers, the hummuses, and the fish.
Right.
And then you have Italy, which is more of, again, when it's amazing. Like, you'll see they're growing the wheat on the slopes and they're milling it themselves and making the pasta right there.
Holy
So when they do
crap.
it like that, you can eat a lot of pastas, a lot of fresh breads, a lot of tomatoes, a lot of, again, fish, and some red meat, So you see this kind of, the real connection is it's a lot of farm to table. It's a lot of homegrown stuff
Right.
from the jungle or just cultivated in a very organic way. Those are the real things you see, And even when it comes to like the pastures, where they graze, it's they move their animals on natural pastures, so they're not overgrazing anything. And by the way, there's a dual aspect to that. So not only are the animals now simulating into the environment, it's not overgrazing, they're not causing erosion. They're actually keeping the weeds and keeping everything in balance and keeping the grasses healthy as they move them around on these natural slopes.
Right.
So those are the type of things, that if we could do, and it's such a shame when you drive by, like here in California, you drive by Bakersfield and you just see these, and you smell it, and then you see the cows and they're in these like pens, and it's like dirt and feces, and you wonder why they have to be pumped full of antibiotics and to be kept alive, and then pumped, and then the meat is pumped full of stuff before it even gets to the grocery store, and you're like, well, this is probably why it's not healthy
Why
anymore.
everyone's so sick.
Why everyone's so sick,
Bingo.
especially in the U.S. And again, like the farmed fish, like you got to stay away from it. Have you ever seen the way they farm fish? It's so bad, And instead, like, why aren't we turning our attention to the health of the oceans and making the schools of fish larger so that we
Right.
can then sustainably harvest wild fish versus just dredging everything, taking everything, wiping everything out, and then not having any left. Like,
Where are you buying your meat? Like, are you going to the grocery store and just getting the right stuff?
no, I definitely order it from places that are trusted. Usually not from the U.S.
Yeah.
And I
It's
just deal with
imported.
the fact that it's frozen and deal with the shipping, even though it's not the best for it, but it's still better than doing stuff here
The
in the U.S.
pesticides and all this shit
Yeah,
that's in the meat
it's
here.
just not good. And I try to do
Fair.
organic, but there's, you have to get and be very careful where you do that, even because they don't tell you this, but a lot of the organic stuff, they can squeeze through because they've made a lot of loopholes, because again,
Yeah.
it's a system, it's a big system, a big money maker, and
Yup.
it's a shame too. There's amazing facts and there's weird laws too, especially in California. Like if on a block, if one person were to have a chicken coop, it would end the chicken egg industry for the industrial side, because there'd be enough eggs per neighborhood for everybody.
Isn't that sick to think about?
If they had a neighborhood garden, it would end the produce section in most of our groceries,
Right.
and you'd have organic, fresh, farm to table. But I don't know where we got so far off as a species, but we really did. We cut ourselves off from the very environment that keeps us healthy. And
Yeah.
what do we expect?
Yeah.
We have chickens. It's our only.
Oh, cool.
We have
Yeah.
chickens. We have
There
a
you go.
garden. I would
There you
not
go.
be able to sustain our community on our garden.
Right.
I think this year we got 1 pepper and 4 tomatoes.
Work in progress.
But it's a pretty large garden.
But the
We just-
friggin' chickens,
not good at
I
it.
just went out there yesterday, and our daughter usually collects the eggs, and she hadn't gone out, and there was
Yeah.
like 52 eggs.
Yeah.
And so we do give them to our neighbors.
Yeah,
but we
because
definitely.
they're so prolific if you do it right.
Right.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the combination of the coop and the garden?
Oh.
So the
So
have you ever? Go ahead.
no, I haven't. But
okay.
I do. Our garden is right in front of the chicken coop door,
Okay.
so when the chickens come
Come
out,
out.
they're all in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
do save everything out of the chicken coop when I clean it
Got
for
it.
compost and a
There you
garbage
go.
pail.
Yeah.
There you go.
That-
That's-
she's
you're
got it
doing
going
good.
on.
You're
Yeah.
doing very good.
She's
That is
like, "Oh, you
great.
put a bear magnet in the backyard."
because we have bear issues,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh,
He
you just
knows
want
he's
to
from
bring the
there.
bears
Yeah.
right to us.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
They have these incredible coops now that are on wheels and it rolls.
Yes.
So it keeps them like on different pasture
Yeah.
stuff. That's
This
a cool
one brand
idea.
makes
I've
them. They're
seen.
bright
Yeah.
green. I almost bought
Yeah,
it for
that's
you.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
We
But
have a bear issue, a bad bear issue.
Bears, gotcha.
So our coop is
Bear indestructible.
it's another house outside of our
I
backyard.
get you. I get you.
'Cause
Do you
we
have big dogs?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
no, the
Rottweilers.
bears still come. They tore
Really?
apart 2 times, ate all of
Really?
my chickens. Yep. With the bears, I mean, with the dogs, with an electric fence, with everything.
They're still doing it. Yeah, they're
Savages.
smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are
They're
really
really
smart.
smart.
I find this stuff fascinating, and it feels so good to sometimes just feel validated that somebody else
Yeah.
is like doing the work and like understand. Sometimes you feel crazy.
Of
No,
course, no,
100%.
I know, and a lot of the information out there is to make you feel crazy, and that's the wild thing about it. But it really is, we can't be so cut off from the environment that literally sustains us. It's just we can't. I don't know what we think we're gonna do.
Yeah, it just feels like against the grain. It feels like we're
Yeah.
fighting the natural course of human
Absolutely.
nature.
100%.
That we're all supposed to kind of, hunt, gather, share,
Yeah.
community. Like it all kind of goes hand in hand.
It sure does.
It feels
you know?
weird. On that note, are you allowed to eat sour candy for the sake
Yeah, I'll
of our
taste
game?
it.
Okay.
You can spit it. You're not going to want to eat the whole thing. You're going to spit it
It's
out
gonna
anyway.
be, yeah.
Okay,
And
perfect.
I'm probably gonna lose, so I'm probably gonna be eating most of them. I need.
All right.
Do you have the cup of them, babe? What's up, guys? We hope you're enjoying this episode of Unwrapped, but if you feel like you need a little bit more,
You guys can head over to our Passes account where we're bringing you all of the behind the scenes
exclusive content.
and bonus episodes of Unwrapped.
We'll see you there.
Alrighty. So this is the way it's gonna work. I am going to ask a question.
I'll put them right there.
Okay.
You are going to, whoever knows it first is gonna hit the buzzer.
Oh, got it.
You're gonna answer.
Got it.
If you're wrong, you
Okay.
eat a sour candy.
Oh, okay. Goodness.
So
okay.
eventually you'll have like a bunch in your mouth.
Oh,
you know,
great.
it's an accumulation thing.
It's if the other person gets it right, you ate a candy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If the
But
other
yeah.
person gets it right, you eat a candy. Cool.
Regardless.
Okay.
I'm really scared.
All
I
right.
don't want to eat
Are
these.
you guys ready?
Yeah, ready.
It's all based off of what, like 90s
Oh, jeez.
TV and movies. Okay?
All right.
From the guy that didn't watch TV.
I know.
No, he's still gonna know more than me because he like
You're in the world.
He's in it.
You're in the world. All right, ready?
I'm screwed.
What was the name of the coffee shop where the Friends gang always hung out?
Central Perk.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, I'm scared for you.
You'll know this one.
Terrible. I told you.
Oh, my God.
I told you.
All right, ready? Who voiced the character of Donkey in Shrek?
Hey, Murphy.
Yes, go babe.
Fudge.
Oh, my God.
What
see?
color?
Can I just pause with this for a second?
I don't have.
Whoa.
It gets sweet. I promise.
Uh-huh.
What color was Tommy Pickle's shirt in Rugrats?
Yellow?
Ah, blue.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
These are terrible.
I'll make them up.
Oh my god.
What Disney movie featured a teenage
He's like
surfer
me.
who moved to Vermont and had to learn snowboarding?
What?
I'm trying, guys. I don't know if I can complete this game. I'm trying so hard. It's actually awful.
I'm being nice. I'll give you some more.
I appreciate it. Yeah. These are brutal.
All right, so it's fine. You put them right there. Me
Absolutely
and you,
brutal.
we'll start from.
Oh, my
We'll
gosh.
both put one in our mouth.
Yeah, okay.
Deal.
Yeah.
All right,
deal.
he's like me. You're the first person that's had like a similar reaction. We don't like it. Okay.
It's brutal.
Thank you. It's talk.
Well, he's eating
I'd
all
rather
natural
put, like,
food
a-
at home. He's like not used to this visceral
Yeah, I put
acid.
a bug in my mouth.
Who played Jack Dawson in Titanic?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes. Go, babe. What was Britney Spears' debut single?
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yes. Which boy band members had AJ, Brian, Howie, Kevin, and Nick?
Backstreet Boys.
Yes. Go, babe. Who sang the hit song Ironic?
That's more fun.
Yes.
And
Which rapper released the album? The Real Slim Shady.
then
What was the name of Disney's Destiny's Child's breakout hit that includes the lyrics, Can You Pay My Bills?
I have no idea.
Bills, bills, bills. What handheld gaming device did Nintendo release in 1989 that was still massively popular in the 90s?
N64.
No.
Game Boy.
Game Boy. What virtual pet toy had kids obsessively feeding, cleaning, and playing with it?
Oh, Furby?
No.
Oh.
That was a good one, though. Virtual.
Oh, God.
Tamagotchi. You just had one in your hand. What Pokemon is number 25 in the Pokedex? Pikachu. In Mario Kart 64, what's the name of the rainbow-colored final track? Rainbow Road. What was the name of the spinning toy craze that took over schoolyards in the late 90s?
Oh, Dreidel.
Beyblades?
Dreidel.
A dreidel? What's the capital of Canada?
Quebec.
I don't know.
He has the fucking wrappers in his mouth.
I can't. I love you guys. This is death.
Put him down. Put him
I'm
down.
death.
No, that was
dying.
perfect.
I'm dying.
That was
Matt, you're
perfect.
such a trooper.
I'm literally dying.
Give you a napkin.
I haven't had candy in like years.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was a terrible judgment call.
brutal.
That was
Absolutely.
Napkin, Brett? I don't have.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
You're such a trooper.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you doing that.
Of course, we're good. I really drew everywhere.
Me too.
Oh, Daria does the same thing.
I do the same thing every time. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up.
It's awful.
No,
It's
thank
really
you
awful.
so much
It's really
for
bad,
Chemically
right?
awful. Yeah.
playing along. I'm so sorry. Now
No, it's
you're
all
going to
good.
need a month of clean eating to make up for that.
Yeah.
Blue dye.
I do want to make sure everyone knows about your new comic book series,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
the Detective Lawrence
Yeah.
Brothers Detective Agency.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Thanks, man.
Brian, our manager, helped you out on it, right?
Yeah,
you
he
guys
did. He
worked
was
together on
very,
it.
very influential in that whole putting that whole thing together.
It's amazing. Can people get it? Where can they get it?
So it'll be out 2026, I think March or April, and
Nice.
it'll be available to purchase.
And they can watch the Brotherly Love podcast on all podcast platforms,
Exactly.
including YouTube.
Exactly.
Matt, seriously, thank you so much
Of course,
for
Yeah,
guys.
coming
It's a
thank
on.
blast.
you.
Yeah,
You're
thanks for
so
having
much
me.
fun.
Yeah, it was.
Guys, thank you for joining us on another episode of Unwrapped. My taste buds are seared off my tongue, and I'm sure
Yeah.
Matt Lawrence's are. I'm so sorry about that. But we will see you next week on an all-new episode.
Yep. Have a good week, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.